I really enjoy getting involved with all of the programmes and the activities, because I get a lot out of it. Seeing these young people in doing these activities, I get benefit as well as they get the benefit, because I know in the long run, obviously it's going to support them with their future career development, and obviously hopefully that we'll receive some of that benefit when they come to KMF. The difference that we've made is we've really started to develop their STEM curriculum and activities and really broaden their horizons in that respect. When they come into KMF, we've developed them as individuals through a whole range of activities, not just the apprenticeship, but they do loads of things outside of that apprenticeship. We get them involved in loads of charity work. We're also getting them heavily involved in world skills activities. So they're having to design and develop a product that they will never potentially ever do or have ever done. So things like patio heaters that go in gardens. So our young people do that, they develop that, they make it all completely from scratch, all by themselves, and that's the sort of things that we do to, you know, really enhance the apprenticeship that they do. I've been able to go out and work with these young people, and what I've seen, as you can possibly see behind me, we now have females actually working in engineering. 20 years ago you would never have seen that. So part of the Young Engineer of the Year competition that we run, we've got so many more females getting involved in that, which means the applications coming through to me as an apprentice manager, I'm starting to see young ladies, young girls wanting to get involved in engineering. I'm starting to change the perception of what engineering is. I can go into these schools and say, actually, you know, what is engineering? And you get the usual, it's very dirty, it's very what have you. However, getting them to KMF, bring them into the workshop, into the factory, they're starting to change the perception, like I said, what that is. So I'm starting to see the benefits of that, and I'm also been able to go out to other organisations, other businesses, and again they're coming to KMF and seeing what we do, and I can talk to them about some of the best practice that we're doing and the benefits that we're seeing. I think I should win this award because I'm so passionate about everything to do with skills, apprenticeships, STEM, working with young people, really developing their skills, really, you know, and I see loads of benefit in when I go to these schools and run a STEM activity, and these kids, you know, they really shine when they see, oh, I can do this, you know, a hands-on activity, and then we bring them into the workplace, and we give them an opportunity in the workplace. And I suppose, unless you've got somebody who's quite, using that word again, passionate about young people into engineering, bringing them into engineering and manufacturing, trying to make it more of an exciting job to go into, you know, that's never going to happen, is it? So that's where I see myself. I'm very, you know, let's bring these young people in, let's do all this training, let's push these, you know, not so young people now into further education, which we do. I mean, obviously where we are now, the workshop wasn't here when I first started. You know, I've sort of been the forefront of pushing forward to get that, getting the financial investment from the company. When I have these young people and they come into my apprenticeship programme, as you can see, they are young, they start at 16, so I sort of become their mother, and I do look after them in terms of making sure that they meet all of their targets and they do a really good job, and I really push them so that they really do get the benefit from working within this engineering factory. They can, you know, have all that career development. I work with them to make sure that they know what their pathways are, so they can become our next programming engineers, our next design engineers. So you can see, you know, for me, to have this young person at 16 and I can develop that person into, you know, an adult engineer, fantastic for me, fantastic achievement.